Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to TechSmartt for what is Apple being classic Apple, this time twice in the same year. Just announced are the brand new AirPods Pro, and if you don't remember, in 2019, Apple dropped the AirPods 2 or AirPods with wireless charging case and a few extra perks. So broke pods, and now broke pods Pro. So yeah guys, this is Apple doing an accessory first. They've never even done this with the Powerbeats or Beats by Dre line. We have two pairs of AirPods in the same year. Broke Pods and Broke Pods Pro. The big difference is $50. The AirPods 2 or AirPods with wireless charging case cost $199 compared to the AirPods Pro at $249. And there's no physical changes in color. Really, the case looks a little different. It would be nice if the AirPods Pro came in black, kind of to keep the whole Pro lineup with Apple in line, you know, like Mac Pro, iMac Pro, AirPods Pro in black. That'd be cool. So the AirPods, we all get excited. Apple wants you to get excited. This could be the stocking stuffer and the holiday gift of the season, but that's up to you. And let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling about these, because here's the big deal with the AirPods Pro. There's a few features. You have active noise canceling, this new mode called transparency mode, which allows you to quickly click on just the ambient noise around you, and it's all done from the shorter stem. You're seeing it, and I'm seeing it. New also on the AirPods Pro is the design. There's no extra space, there's no bulk. This is the AirPod as defined and refined as it could possibly be. About half the size, but if you look at the actual kind of ear tip, well, now there's actually an ear tip, and there's two extra sizes that come in the box, so you can really get that tight and nice seal you need to really make active noise canceling a thing that is worth $50 you're paying for, you know? Another thing is on the AirPods Pro, there is kind of some more design changes. So on the stem, with the regular AirPods 2, there is no mesh. There's a little bit of mesh, but not enough where you can feel a difference. Now the AirPods Pro takes that up a whole notch. There's a full-on strip, so adaptive EQ comes on the Pros. And this is really nice because not only are you getting active noise cancellation, ear tips for that perfect seal, but the Pros can actually read your environment and fine-tune what that sound is. The big thing that I really didn't like about AirPods, and even the AirPods 2, was having these in on a long flight or just listening to music for a while. They really start to get painful, and that's just not what you want. So with the Pros and them just being lighter, kind of less large, but having this ear tip, it just sits on almost the perimeter of your ear, but has enough of a seal where it's just less irritable. And kind of similar with the whole AirPods line and just any Apple accessory, the minute you connect it with Bluetooth, you can jump into the settings menu and really just customize the AirPods Pro. And one of the new features, given that there are silicone tips to really get the personalized feel you're paying $50 extra for, is the ear tip fit test. So by putting in the AirPods Pro in both ears, it plays a noise, and based on the seal of whatever silicone tip you chose, it'll let you know if you have the right fit or if you want to try something else. That's pretty cool. Excited to see how long it takes me to lose these, because you have to pay $4 for the right silicone replacement. And I can only imagine Apple giving you just the one pair, not all three. So that's kind of new with the AirPods Pro. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. So on the AirPods, the first gen and the second gen, they weren't water resistant, but of course with the AirPods Pro, they have some sort of water resistance. Of course, we had to put this to the test because while Apple's claiming an IPX4 rating, that's just basically sweat. If you're going to the gym, you get a little bit of rain on it, you should be okay. Did a water test, the extreme water test. It's right up there in the iCard or linked down below if you want to see if these things really were waterproof when we went in a pool, because Apple typically underrates their claims, and it's the crazy videos out there that put it to the test and see, are they lying or is this something cool? Now, everything between the AirPods 2 and the AirPods Pro seem pretty much the same. Here's what they don't want you to know. When you go into settings, because you have Bluetooth paired, well, on the AirPods 2, you can double tap on the left or right AirPod, and you can actually customize Siri, next track, previous track, play, pause, do whatever you want. But on the AirPods Pro, because of the force sensor, it's not as easy as the AirPod 2s, where you could just tap and just know you're gonna make contact. With the Pros, you have to use your thumb and index finger, kind of grip it, and you just keep it on the end. And you just squeeze, it works. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. Do they sound different? We're about to find out. We're gonna test out 3 genres, got hip hop, got some EDM, and then I'm gonna try to find some country. And we're gonna start off with the AirPods 2 in my left ear, the AirPods Pro in my right ear. That's not gonna change, but I'm gonna turn off active noise canceling and transparency mode. So this is just natural. This is just straight up, because with battery life, I know that was another thing you were wondering about. Are they different? They're the exact same, but on the AirPods Pro, if you are using the active noise canceling or noise canceling mode, it's gonna take your battery life down around 30 minutes. So instead of 5 hours, it's gonna be around 4.5. And of course, if you pop them in the case, it should be a full 24 hours. All right, now the test. Here we go. Okay, Apple, I gotta give them a gold star. They're not messing around, and if you did buy the AirPods 2, you can just breathe a sigh of relief. You didn't get hoodwinked. They sound the exact same, and they should. Nothing's really different in terms of construction. It's just the modes. So, racks in the middle sounds good. Now let's turn on noise cancellation. You can hear a difference. Of course, it's based on the seal of your ear and if you get the right tip. But yeah, it sounds quieter. It sounds like a little more intimate. The mids and highs just sound balanced. The bass is not as overpowering, but just not an audiophile, but I can just say it sounds more balanced with the Pros, as you would expect. Versus on the AirPod 2s, it's just loud. It's just really loud. I don't mind it. You might not mind it. Let's go to EDM. Got some Griffin in my right, body back. Noise cancellation mode. Just AirPods 2 being AirPods 2. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. When you listen to a genre like EDM, you can clearly hear the difference on the AirPods 2 versus the Pros. The Pros are just the balanced performer. It is just the player, it's there, it's showing up to practice. It's the first one in and the last one to leave. Now the AirPods 2, they're in and out. You seriously hear the $50 difference. Maybe it'll go more the more Apple invests. $100 difference? $200 difference? Okay, now let's throw it in transparency mode. If I want my love, then you got it. AirPods Pro, if you want my love, you got my money. You got my wallet. Don't even bring my wallet back to me. All right, that's no more. Let's put some country on now. Here we go. I'm just gonna literally throw on any country, just try to get the Southern demo. And here we are. We got Ryan Hurd's Platonic. And the last one from this one, it's exactly the same. It's just more of a balanced sound when you have one of the modes enabled. Otherwise, it's exactly like the AirPods 2. So if you own these and you're perfectly happy with how they feel and how they sound, do not upgrade at all, but maybe if you want to spend an extra $50, get what would be not a baby crying on a plane, but actually the music you're listening to, well, Apple's now got an option, and it's not that bad. So AirPods 2 or AirPods Pro, you let me know in the comments which you're going with this season, if you have them or if you want to get them. I seriously want to know if this is the $50 decision you have to make or you just already made it. That's gonna do it for this one. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and get subscribed. We've got a lot more AirPods Pro videos coming up. So make sure you guys keep it locked, and I'll catch you guys next time.